Welcome, everybody, to Honestly Not Even Worried, episode number 53.
Green light.
Green light. What if I was Elvis and you were Matthew McConaughey? How do you think Elvis would... What's going on, everybody?
Yes. Been a big fan of your music. Yeah. Yes. Big fan of your music. Always been a big fan of your music. Yes. I gotta get the S down. He kind of always has a...
The first time I heard Elvis, I was just a wee little buck, and my father turned it on, and my mother came storming in as usual, and me and my brothers knew the deal. 3, 2, 1, Elvis was on. And I did the hip dance.
We were all doing the hip dance.
Jumping and jiving. My daddy slapped my brother so hard across the face,
Oh my God.
he was sent into another stratosphere.
And that's just how we did it back then.
That's the day that he told me I had something inside me I was meant to entertain.
Green light.
Green light.
Can you imagine being in a situation where you're all dancing and then your dad just slaps your brother across the face and then looks at you and goes, "You got something.
You got something." Green light.
Green light."
Patty was never a good dancer and still isn't a good dancer.
Patty.
But Pat steals pipe like nobody's business.
And he lays pipe hard.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey, Green Lights.
Lights.
Available on Audible, narrated by Matthew McConaughey.
Green light.
Green light.
What part of the audiobook are you at? Because
I've been reading it with his voice in my head.
Oh.
So I haven't read it. I have the audiobook on hold at the library, and I know what's going to happen is I'm going to have to return the book,
Okay.
and then the audio version will be available. So I'll pick up where,
I see.
you know. There's also the on YouTube. There's
a snippet.
There's a snippet, but there's a robot reading all of Green Lights, and I'll tell you, it's not as good. So my father slapped my brother across the face, and then looked at me and said that you have it. It's like very much just somebody like copy and pasted it into like a program for that.
Oh yeah, dude. There's this ad that I get for this program called Speechalo, which is like a speech to text thing,
Mm-hmm.
but it's basically Amazon's AWS like speech to text AI, and then they just package it under a different brand name. And that speech to texting, I'm pretty sure it's fucking free, but they brand it under this thing called Speechalo. And
Speechalo.
I get the ads and they're like, it's this guy looking at his camera and he's like, "Listen to me for 1 second. Up until right now, I bet you thought this was my natural voice. But if I stop moving my lips, as you can see, the voice keeps going. You can get convincing AI vocals." And it's like,
I bet that you thought that this was a regular voice.
"Gotcha. You
Yeah.
thought this was a human man."
I saw a thing last night that was like Mark Zuckerberg's VR visual technology is not fooling anyone. Like, why is it still so bad? Yeah, I mean, I'll pull it up there. But
But you don't want it to look good, I don't want it to look like almost you. That's so freaky.
at least it could look like maybe how Ready Player One looked. Not at least, but
It
I mean,
looks-
that's pretty great. But
What you just showed me looks horrible.
it's really bad.
Oh
And I've
my
seen,
God.
and he's like, "And here is a waterfall." And he'll just like put his hand under like a waterfall, and it's just like kind of 8-bitty glitchy.
Yeah, I feel like Mark Zuckerberg's just like is coping so hard. He's like Facebook lost $200 billion of valuation in one day, and he's like, I'm I'm confident that the metaverse is the future.
This looks good. Looks good to me.
Do you have any regrets putting all your eggs in this meta basket? Nope,
No, not at all.
not at all. Look what we got.
Yeah, people are. Watch my hand movement. Very real.
I bet you thought this was me, actually, Mark Zuckerberg, for a second.
People are saying like, please don't tell him. Nobody tell him how bad it looks.
Yeah.
So he'll just sink all his money into it, and Facebook will flop.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I mean, I've got the, behind you over there. Oh my God, we're sponsoring Panera Bread on accident. But there's also the
behind the bag.
that ye old Oculus Quest
Yes.
2. And people are wondering what's it going to take for everybody to use that dang thing,
Like, what's it going to take for everybody to get one and then use one?
Yeah, for it to be kind of like commonplace.
Well, I think what Marky Mark fucked up, Zucky Zuck, I'll say Zucky Zuck because Marky Mark is Mark Wahlberg. Where he fucked up is he should have put his like a free credit in the environmental bill they just passed in Congress. Like every household gets a free VR headset, and the government just sponsors it.
Yeah,
know?
you get it's like the electric vehicle.
Yeah, it just pays for itself essentially.
It's solar powered, so
Yeah, just gotta hold it out to the sun for
it
a
doesn't-
moment.
Yeah, it's like what is it for? Like what? This is the first I wanted the Oculus Quest so bad, and I still want it, and I'm so glad I have it, and I'm gonna be gaming on it heavy. You guys are gonna see, but I just don't know what exactly it's for, because the games on there they're not big old major league amazing titles, you know. It's not like Red Dead 2 and shit. Like those AAA games aren't really on there.
Well, it can't handle it yet. To handle one of those games, you have to have so much probably hardware, you know, or like because they're just. I think Red Dead was over 70 gigabytes big or something.
Yeah, the hard drive's got to be big. The graphics processing's got to be crazy.
I mean, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be really cool at some point, but right now it's just not. I mean, you have fun on it though when you use it, right?
I do have fun on it when I use it. I had a great experience on. Did I ever tell you about the VR chat experience I had
with the boy, right? The young boy that was helping you.
This young British lad taught me how to play VR chat, and I was walking around, and
come here, Grandpa.
I was like, "What do I do? I've never been here before." He's like, "Do you want to trade avatars?"
So sweet.
He's like, "I've got a couple avatars." I was like, "Yeah, sure. You can give me some of your avatars." He's like, "Yeah, well, what do you like? What are you interested in?" I was like, "I don't know." He's like, "Do you like anime, video games?" I was like, "I guess I'll take your anime ones." He's like, "All right, just look at your left wrist, press the menu R-pad button. It looks like kind of an R-pad. All right, I'm gonna change into a Naruto avatar, and then you just click on me. Go ahead and click on me.
1, 2, 3.
Hit save. There you go. All right, I'm going to add you as a friend now. Green light. Do you want to play a horror game?" That was the best part.
Yeah.
And then he led me to a horror video game in VR chat.
Wow. Was it actually scary?
No.
Okay. Have you guys played again?
No.
Yeah.
I died. There was a crew of us, dude, from, I somehow ended up in the Drake and Josh bedroom replica world. 7 people from that world ended up playing this horror game, and I died, and then I didn't know how to find everybody again. So I was like, I think that's just it. I think I'm done.
It didn't just respond to your party?
Yeah, no. It restarted because they went on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the game was over for me, so I was like, I don't know where anybody is, and I'm just going to silently leave.
It's kind of lame that they didn't just automatically bring you back to your team.
I know.
See, they still haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah.
It's still not quite there.
But it was like something that somebody else programmed. Like the game was a world that some regular guy built inside VR chat.
Oh, okay. So this is not Oculus's fault.
No. This is not an Oculus game. It's essentially sort of like a Minecraft where people are kind of building their own programs inside of the world universe.
It's pretty cool.
It was quite cool.
I just wish there was more time in the day, dude. Because it's all just such a big time suck.
Yeah.
I've been playing RimWorld.
So you play those solo dolo video games.
Yeah, I like the survival, which is funny. I was taking an accidental poll. Yeah, it's like a it's not what you think. It's not what it sounds like.
I play RimWorld.
It used to be named something that was more
Harry Potter Crimes of RimWorld. Fantastic Beasts and Where to
Fantastic Beasts rimming.
And where to rim them.
It was closer to what it actually is, and then they renamed it RimWorld. And I'm like,
what was it before?
I don't know. I'll have to look up what the previous name
was. It was called Perineum Paradise.
Yeah.
And then they changed it to RimWorld.
Atmospheric drilling. But yeah, I was just thinking about that yesterday. I was like, you set the timer for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You can't play a game in 20 minutes.
You can't play a game in 20
minutes. And then
it's
20 minutes, you click it, you're like, all right, repeat 20 minutes right away. You're like, I haven't done anything in 20 minutes.
Dude.
It sucks.
What about 30 minutes? What is the time then?
Time doesn't matter in in a lot of really fun games because it just,
you have to do a session. You have to do a kind of a long time.
Yeah, and I just don't want to. I don't know. And then I have other work I need to do, and I'm like, maybe if I cut out like 3 hours of sleep, I'll just play into the night and then get less sleep.
Yeah.
But that's not going to work in the long run.
Depends which one makes you happier. I mean,
sleep or the game.
RimWorld sounds pretty dope.
It's pretty great. It's pretty fun.
When are you playing it then? When is that 20-minute chunk of time? Like night?
Yeah, night. I can't do it during the day, or else I just.
And you're thinking it's not enough.
No, I mean, every game has a point where it gets boring for me,
right.
And I think.
Are you there yet?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
I need like 40 hours in a game, and then I'm starting to be like,
how many hours did you pack into like Red Dead Redemption or Assassin's Creed?
I don't even know. Probably
hundreds.
No, not hundreds. Maybe.
Really?
I don't know. Did you think it was 100?
Yeah, man. If you do like 1 hour on a night, 100 nights is like 4 months. You know?
I don't know. I don't know if I played it that much. I feel like I
True.
played it in big spurts and then stopped. We definitely sank 100 hours in Warzone.
Oh yeah, and I'm trying to sink 100 more into War. Oh, you did Warzone. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, just gun game.
Gun
dude.
game, yeah.
That was so fun.
I would sink 100 more into gun game, dude. I love that game.
Yeah, we gotta
The shooters.
get back to that at some point.
Yeah, there's something about it, dude. There's something about the feel of those weapons, that heavy artillery on the screen, that just makes you kind of feel alive, you know?
The camaraderie,
The camaraderie,
the killing of your friends,
the headsets with the boys, and
laughing,
and actually, you know, winning. I feel like we're all relatively competent in that game. Like,
Yeah.
it could be anybody's game.
Yeah, we were getting there. There were moments.
One of us might have a hot hand, and then we'll get dethroned by the other one.
hand. Yeah,
Call of Duty, what is that? Modern Warfare 2?
I think it's Call of Duty Warzone.
But it was like a game within the game, I feel like. And I don't think it was the Warzone gun game. I feel like it was
Sorry, I just pulled up
the
that.
ecosystem. Just pictures of Mark Zuckerberg, dude. I just want you guys to know that Blake opened up his phone, and it was just his whole camera roll was like 80 pictures of Mark Zuckerberg in various forms, metaverse form,
Shut the fuck up.
old form, Jesse Eisenberg form,
Him as a baby.
him as a baby. I always slide away from you, dude. Let me get closer to you.
Oh.
Cheers. All right.
Yeah.
Video games. It's almost the season for video games.
Well, I would argue that it's been too hot to game. Been too hot to be outside. So I'm like, were we in the gaming area and we didn't even know it? Fall is no games, and then fall is all scary movies, and then
Well, here's the problem with being a winter advocate, right? Is
I like the winter outside.
summer it's too hot to be outside, but it's when people want to hang out.
Yes.
In the winter, people don't want to hang out.
No.
It's like we're all so cold, and we don't want the warmth of each other's presence.
Well, now that we have your fire pit,
That's what I'm saying.
your beautifully built fire pit, we can just bond over that, heat it up, and hang out over there.
What do you think of the fire pit? What's your opinion on my work there?
It's very good. It's very well laid out, very professional. It almost looks alien-like because of the way the circle is, you know?
All right,
It's like a crop circle, essentially.
It looks pro, looks legit.
Yeah, I think so.
I think there's some parts of it are a little janky, but
In the darkness of night, when I was in it, I was not noticing any of that. And as I peer out now,
yeah, you can see there's like some areas are a little disjointed.
I don't know. And then they just dumped a whole bunch of rocks there, right? Good coloring on the rocks. You guys
Yeah.
got the coloration right.
Yeah, it was actually a mixture. You know, we ordered a scoop, which is the
Single
measurement.
scoop.
That's the measurement they use for these big ass trucks is a scoop, and it's like a half cubic yard or something.
Can you do a half scoop, or does it have to be full scoops?
You can do a half scoop.
Okay.
We might have even gotten a half scoop.
Yeah.
But in any event, you know, I did a circle and I dug this hole. I dug dirt in this circle after spray painting this perfect circle. And then,
Ah.
oh, dude, it was sick. I put a stake in the middle of the ground, tied a string to the stake, and
Yes.
tied a string around a can of spray paint, just went to the edge and just went. And in my head, I was like, there's no way this is going to make a perfect circle. I'm going to fuck this up. I go around. I'm like, this is beautiful. It's a beautiful circle.
Damn, dude. That's pretty genius.
Yeah, that's some fucking Galileo shit, I feel like.
Yeah,
Some, like,
definitely.
Leonardo.
Epicurious.
Epicurious.
I'm epicurious.
So then I drew the circle, and then I did the dig, and then, you know, I'm sort of thinking, this kind of looks a little small. And then Jenny comes out and is like, I think this is small. And I was like, fuck.
Oh, no.
So I had to make the diameter a bit bigger. Now it's huge.
How much smaller than it is now than it was it?
It was then smaller than it is now, probably like a foot, maybe a foot all around.
Ah, okay. I see.
But
Yeah. You can't fit many folks in there.
No, you can't fit many folks in there, unfortunately. So I had to kind of just go back and do it again. And I tell you, man, something about the dirt here, you can't go very deep without hitting just a shit ton of rocks. It
Yeah.
was not an easy dig. It was not. I wanted to feel like Shia LaBeouf, and I felt more like, yeah, I don't know, Shia LaBeouf.
Shiloh couldn't tough it. So did you get? So you didn't get as deep as the length of your shovel?
No.
Oh
no.
shit!
Unfortunately.
I fucked it up.
Oh my! Oh, it's trying to. Oh my god!
It's
doing
focusing on
AI
me now,
tracking. Dude. This fucking camera fucked up our podcast.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. I did not go full Madame Zeroni deep. I wasn't able to, but you know, then you put the rocks in there, and then you do the brick all around, and you know, so there was barely enough. There wasn't really enough rocks in the half scoop. So I had to go to Home Depot and get some auxiliary bags, and they were actually a couple different colors that I ended up blending, and the blend came out quite nice. If I say so myself.
It is. It looks kind of like a little.
Yeah. What do you say?
Oh man, I want like a little French vanilla because it's got the little specks of black in there, you know. So it's kind of got like vanilla bean grinded up on a white, sprinkled across.
It's like terrazzo,
little chai latte.
I think I got that word right. Let me just Google that real quick.
Glorazzo.
Terrazzo. Oh, nailed it.
Oh,
dude.
Whoa.
Wow, terrazzo, dude.
Damn, dude, that's cool.
That is cool. It doesn't look like terrazzo really, but when you say vanilla bean, that's kind of what comes to mind.
Damn, you can buy some terrazzo shorts for $48.
Yeah, if you guys are trying to buy some terrazzo 4-inch pocket lounge shorts,
Nice
laundry. Nicelaundry.com.
It's like a bathing suit.
Ooh, they mesh. Okay. All right, thick legs.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Got muscles. Okay.
All right, bro. All right, King.
Jesus, man.
Go off.
That's a vibe.
Go off, Terrazzo. Name's Terrazzo, too. Modeled by Terrazzo.
Modeled by Terrazzo. The god. Terrazzo, the Don.
T-Dog.
Terrazzo, the guy.
T-Dog.
So we did a podcast, and then it got all fucked up. And it was all planned and shit, and we had to do, you know, and we had, as part of it, we did this whole thing with acid, and then talking about dropping acid, and
uric acid,
and then uric acid, the chemical that fucks with your metabolism, and then it got all fucked up. I don't know if we're gonna post it, any part of it, but if we didn't, you know, this one's just off the cuff. It's just kind of going.
You know what you could do is put this audio to that one.
Yeah.
To that video, and just it's not going to make any fucking sense at all. But
that's cool.
You could do that.
Yeah, I could definitely do that. I could definitely mismatch them.
Your info on uric acid was interesting, though.
I thought so, man. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we can do a thing where we still release it somehow.
How is that going to be possible if the audio is fucked?
I mean, there's like certain parts where it's not fucked.
Well,
it just depends on if the meaning is completely gone.
What if you just talk about a little bit of uric acid stuff now? Just do a little bit of it.
So essentially, you know, guys, acid, right? This is what we were talking about. The pros and cons of acid, because we watched this thing with Michael Pollan, How to Change Your Mind. Great guy. We've been talking about it a lot. The book is also incredible. And he's talking about LSD and the potential for LSD to be used for many good things. But me, as somebody who loves acid, I got bit. It did me dirty because there's actually a dangerous side of acid, which is uric acid.
Yes.
And that causes, say it,
gout.
So shout out to my gout scouts. If you guys know what gout's all about and you're a scout, then, you know, see your way out and I'll be right behind you. If I can, because gout hurts the foot.
And how you gonna walk with that?
And when the foot's hurting, then, you know, then ain't nothing good.
I think you were talking about how
I call it, you know, it's also called Filipino fat foot.
Filipino fat foot. And the three things that cause it.
The three things that cause it. We're talking purines, alcohol, sugar.
Purine's like red meat, right?
Purine is found in mostly meats. Yeah.
Okay, meats in general.
You know, and also on the last episode, I kind of was looking back at the footy. It could have been the lens we were using or the lighting or the camera or all three, combined with the fact that I had been letting myself a little bit loose. I just thought I looked a little bit chunky and a little bit, for my taste, and a little bit kind of just worse for wear, you know, slack. And
maybe a little bloat. Maybe
had a little bloat.
Full body bloat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so actually for the past couple of weeks or so, I was on kind of a low sugary kind of thing, and the bloat went down, dude. The bloat went down for sure. I was slimming up around the chin. I was feeling fertile, feeling virile. I was feeling young and nubile.
More horny than usual.
More horny than
More
usual.
horned up.
And it was nice.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah, I felt that way. I feel like whenever I eat a green, I just, before I came over here, I ate a bundle of greens.
What were they?
Arugula. Arugula with some lemon on it and some mozzarella. No, not mozzarella, Parmesan. And yeah, I just feel more virulent.
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 Yes. Virulent salt.
Virulent salt. But okay, so you've cut it out, so you're trying to ease back on that uric acid, so you don't, or just cut it out, so you don't have to deal with that.
Yeah. Should we actually do that fitness tip we were talking about? Should we do a thing where we try to work out?
We could. I mean, I've been doing stretching every day. I've been walking every day. I've been doing kettlebells intermittently.
Wow.
I haven't been going like hard because I don't know if I have the genes for it, but I'm down.
When you do the kettlebell, you don't go hard, you think?
Well, I go hard enough so so I feel a little something, but not hard enough so the next day when I wake up, I'm like, I am so sore. I don't want to do this again.
Mm.
So I'll probably do like 20 minutes with the kettlebell.
Mm.
I don't understand how some people work out for 4 hours a day.
I know.
Definitely have some people in my family that do that, and I'm like, how do you do that for 4 hours a day?
Yeah, but do you ever see something that just makes you really angry, or just like have something happen where you go, oh, just got all this rage,
And how do I get it out?
yeah,
Yeah.
and then you just like kind of let it subside.
Yeah.
Oh my dude, I've realized when I'm lifting, dude,
Oh, that's where it goes out.
and you got that anger, and you're just like, yeah, and every fucking rep, you're just like. Because it hurts, right? Because like the part of you that wants to go, I'm David Goggins now, but the part of you that is like, this fucking hurts, I gotta stop.
Yeah.
Then there's that other part that remembers the time most recently when you're just fucking pissed,
Yeah.
so pissed. And so you just fucking. I've had times where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go till I'm fucking at the point of failure, and then I'm quivering, I'm shaking, I'm just, fuck, you know?
Yeah.
And it feels good, dude. It's like, wow, that like seemed a little bit extra now, but who knows, the butterfly effect 10 years from now, that moment could have led to me killing somebody.
I was going to say, it honestly sounded like your hands were around someone's neck. I was like, I'm a little scared of that. I mean, that's the noise you'd make to intimidate someone.
And you know me, I'm not scary. I'm not like an angry person, right?
No,
Right?
No.
Right,
You
that's what I
don't get mad. You don't get mad.
I'm not like overbearing in any way. Right?
Well, I think you're right. I feel like I'm just agreeing with you now. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I guess that is. Do you do that every time you work out? Do you push yourself to that?
No. But I want to more, because I was doing a thing where, I was kind of showing up consistently, and I was kind of not breaking that. Because there's a part even beyond that I haven't even gotten to, that I know that I know is in there, but I haven't gotten to the point where the next day I'm like, oh my God, I fucked myself up.
Okay, yeah.
But I've definitely gotten to the point where the next day is like my arms like, oh, like, that's the concept.
That feels
of going
good.
till
I mean,
failure.
that feels kind of good too. When
It
your
does.
arms are a certain level.
Yeah.
It's just, it's
Feel
hard
alive.
to like work out again a day later or 2 days later, because the day after the day you worked out is always when it's worse than the day after.
Mhm.
And that's when you're supposed to like start over again, do it. I guess you would work out a different part of your body, but
yeah,
still.
that's the concept. But yeah, I've been trying to occupy this headspace of inflicting pain on myself on purpose at that point, because then it's like, I don't know, you just feel like just fucking god of the abyss. You're just like, fuck, bring it on.
Well, that's why masochist and machismo is not that far
That's
in
true.
the language,
That's true.
And it would be nice to just be I feel like that dude, that YouTuber I really like, Hassan Abi.
Yeah.
Or Hassan Piker, how he's like, we need some more yoked like liberals.
Yeah.
We need some yoked left wingers.
The pussification of America, dude.
Yeah. But I mean, on the same token, it's like, I feel like a lot of
On the same Tolkien.
on the same
J.R.R.
J.R. Tolkien, I feel like there's a lot of hobbit-looking motherfuckers on the right. Not hobbit-looking motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's
more
true.
like just like over-chunk, unhealthy motherfuckers.
Oh, that's for sure.
So
That's
what
true.
what would you rather, battle?
Yeah.
Am I battling Gimli, or am I going to battle Frodo? I don't know.
It doesn't it? Like, it kind of makes me, I guess it's just that narcissism, or that contrarian, narcissism that just sees somebody who likes shit that I like, who has like similar taste to me and is like not in shape. And you're just like, of course, None of us,
Oh, yeah.
none of us are in shape, right?
We just don't float that way.
Yeah, we just don't go. I'm like, but then am I just fucking following? Am I using that as an excuse? You know, deep down, does my body crave that fucking to be used?
To be used? Oh, to be that level of strength.
Just to go through physical challenges, you know?
Yeah. I
Like-
mean, I think every body ideally would want that, would want that sort of feeling. Because, I mean, just think how good you feel after doing something like that.
And so easily we forget in the mind.
Yes.
But that's mental health for you, dude. It plays tricks on you.
There are ways to test, and it's kind of dumb because it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, but there's a way to test if you have a gene that makes you more into working out. So there's like a gene that makes you more predisposed to eating unhealthy. Sorry, not eating unhealthy, but like excessive eating, eating to the point after you're full, and a gene that makes you enjoy working out more or favor working out. I was listening to this podcast about this, and basically the summary that I got was, don't take those tests because then you'll just give yourself an excuse to not work out. Or
I was
you'll
gonna
be
say,
like, well,
well,
I'm just predisposed to it, so I got to do it anyways.
Here's the thing. Do we know what a gene is?
Is it like you and me?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't it part of the DNA? Isn't a gene within the DNA?
Yeah.
Like,
But it's also
that tells
in my DNA. I don't know. Now we're saying like the things we want to do are in our genes, but I don't even know what the genes are. Like what?
well, a gene dictates what I feel like, whenever you take those tests where it's like, write the definition for this word. And you're like, I don't know. It's
a gene
it's
is
fucking
the gene.
Genius. They're very smart. No, a gene is like, I think it's kind of like what your body's predisposed to, maybe like what.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a nature versus nurture situation?
It's like
or the gene is the
hereditary
nature,
stuff.
hereditary.
Mm-hmm.
So, I didn't know you'd be testing me like this today.
Yeah.
I don't know, this is fucking biology 101.
It's in my blood not to want to work out. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, my people don't.
My people.
Yeah. If anything, that maybe be true for me and not as much for you. I mean, because you're Italian lineage. I don't think any of those guys are like, well,
Italians can be pretty lazy.
Yeah, they can be pretty lax, actually.
Yeah, we like pasta. We like chilling. We like drinking. We like.
Yeah, maybe they don't need to, actually.
But also, like, I think I got a little bit of that Scottish blood too. So,
yeah.
And those Scots are fucking juiced.
You'd look sick, fucking machismoed mode out. I'm looking at you in your polo right now, fucking, and I'm imagining just like fucking Dave Beckham style. Is that his name?
Soccer player?
David Beckham.
Sorry, footballer? Yeah.
Style, just like Jokic.
Yeah.
That'd be actually pretty gnarly, dude. You'd look fucking, that'd be manly shit. You'd go from boy to man for sure, dude.
I think I'm destined to be boy, though.
You got boy genes.
Destined for boy. I think I could do a footballer body for sure, because they're kind of like slim physique, but they still have the like little bit of arm strength, I think that's as strong as I'd want to go. Or as Matthew McConaughey's father said, it's all about the tries.
It's all about the tries.
It's the tries, because that's the working man's muscle.
That's the working man's muscle. He'd be in the trade. He'd be in the
back room, the stock room.
Yeah, he'd be in the stock room over the showroom floor any day.
Green light.
My prevailing theory is that I come from a line of hunters.
Okay.
But I was the type of hunter who died pretty young, who didn't make it that far. But it's in my blood to hunt.
You hunted, but you didn't gather.
Well, a lot of hunters hunted but didn't gather. But
hunter-gatherer.
Not a lot of hunters had like asthma and flat feet,
True.
and couldn't see. I was like a born hunter, but what I have in that day would have been considered deformities. They'd be like,
he can't hunt.
Right. They might have killed me in the litter before I got to the wild, because they're like, this is going to be tragic for this guy.
Do you think they just, they would hold your feet up as a baby and go?
Yeah. Like,
no luck.
Toss him over the cliff.
I'm thinking of flat feet. I'm like, maybe they saw that as like, this guy could swim. He's our swimmer, because your feet are flatter.
Flippers.
And they're a little more flippy.
Dude. Maybe I got to get in the water more, see what's going on there.
I think you do have the physique, though, to get yoked. You could get yoked faster than I could get yoked.
Yeah, I've built a base.
I've got a base. I feel like I'm just like, unless I really try, I'm forever doomed to be like a little little tiny guy.
I don't know.
I can't tell if we're complimenting each other or shitting on each other right now.
That's friendship,
we're like
dude.
just
We're
on
very
the
realistic.
because what I'm trying to say, I'm trying to make it. I hope it sounds complimentative because that's what I do mean it as.
I just hope you're being honest with me.
I'm
bud.
being honest.
Uh,
Yeah, and complimentative.
I've seen people who you think like they just don't got it. They just don't have what it takes. They don't have the structure to get muscly,
Mm-hmm.
and then they do it. And also, I think about my base, my raw form,
Mm-hmm.
what I come with stock. And I think under all this was like a very skinny guy. I think I could actually be pretty slender. I just happen to look okay, beefy and chunky. you
Yeah,
know?
I mean, I think beefy's the move, dude.
I think
beefy. I don't think of Do you think of beefy and chunky in the same?
it's
Is that
a tightrope.
thesaurus word?
It's almost like two sides of the same coin.
Okay. So I think of beefy is like, I don't know. I feel like Shia LaBeouf has a beefy face. He's got
Yes.
a beefy moment.
Okay, yeah. Chunky's just a little less sculpted.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I think my physique, it just there's a slender Filipino man underneath. Like if I think about my people and where we come from, I can imagine me not knowing English, wearing flip-flops, sitting in a plastic chair outside in a tank top, skinny as fuck, just like wispy hair and fucking
Smoking a cigarette.
smoking a cig in the middle of the Philippines. And I feel like what you're witnessing is the evolution of man. And what happens when my people go too far, and that's why I'm getting gout.
And
Because
that's
it's like your base isn't built for this.
I wonder if when you went to is anyone in your family when you go to the Philippines, do they get gout really bad too? Like
No,
anyone lives over there?
I haven't heard anybody talk about it besides me and Rudy,
Okay.
who's my cousin.
It's that American diet, dude.
It's that American diet, dude. It's that sugar. It's that sugary.
They
Yeah.
eat a lot of fish in the Philippines.
Yeah.
It's on the coast, right?
Yeah.
Am I an idiot?
Yeah, it's a bunch of islands.
Okay. Yeah. So they eat a lot of fish. I bet if you were chomping down on more fish, you'd be GTG.
Up in the fats, the healthy fats, the fish, the omega-3s were meant to just be kind of oiled up, lubed
Yeah.
on the inside. A lot of healthy fats. I think also, since it's a poor country, there's just a lot of rice consumption going on.
Ah, yeah.
And that's fucking people up too.
The white rice just turns right to sugar.
Yeah, exactly.
I fucking love white rice, though.
It's so good.
Oh, my God,
Um,
dude. I got to chill on that.
Yeah, you gotta chill on that, dude. That's sugary.
fucking
You're
ease
gonna be
up,
so
boy.
inflamed, bro.
Yeah.
But I want to do a month where I just go hardcore measuring what I eat, the workout of the day. I want to just go full, embody the bodybuilding mindset, because I've done it before. I've done stretches. It almost feels like, what it feels like is it feels like Fable or Elder Scrolls or any of these games where you're just grinding on stats a little bit.
Just fucking topple your whole desk over.
You're getting,
Yeah.
You're getting XP.
And you're slowly seeing
Mhm.
the changes there.
And it's nice. It's a cool thing to focus on that is good for you, that has nothing to do with the computer or the internet or work or anything. Like I said, you just get to have that moment where you just go, just reach your threshold of sanity and just kind of push.
I think if you're not timing yourself or taking notes on how far you're going, I think, you do a lot less than you are capable of. I've noticed that whenever I do a stretch video or something, I'm like, wow, this is going for a long time. Because in my mind, I'm like, I think I'm doing 15 minutes on my own, but really I'm probably doing 8 minutes.
Yeah.
And then once you actually watch a video and it's like, this is 30 seconds. This is 30 seconds instead of being 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how you have to do it. Unfortunately.
That timing technique where it's 25 minutes working and then a 5-minute break.
Yes.
And then you kind of cycle through. I was also doing a thing for a while. I'm always trying some wacky shit with time. But okay, my rule that I'm trying to follow is that Monday through Friday, I just want to do 100 reps of something.
Each day?
Yeah, it can be spread out across different exercises. Like if it's a shoulder day, I could do, for example, 25 shoulder presses, 25 shoulder shrugs, 25 front raises, and 25 side raises. That's 100. Right?
Okay.
Or if I really
That's
want
all
to,
shoulder stuff.
yeah. And
Okay.
or I could just do 100 of one thing, 100
Yeah.
shrugs, 100 push-ups,
Yeah.
100 crunches, just 100 reps of something every day. It's an easy goal and it feels good because you're like, oh, I did 100 or something. There was like, I kind of built in this thing where if I didn't do my 100, if I didn't do it like in the period that it was allotted for, I would do that 25-5 thing, and then during the 5-minute break, I would just like get some reps in. You know?
Oh, okay.
Then you realize how long 5 minutes is.
Yeah.
If you can't do like 10 curls or like 25 curls in 5 minutes, you're like not trying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you could do 25 curls in 25 seconds, but it's just like the idea of having a time for it.
I think it's super important to have that.
So my thing is, I got this this curl bar because my real estate where I have room to kind of lift is pretty small.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get a gym membership right now, so I got this easy bar where it's like a barbell, but it's like got curls and like little lifts in it, so you can like kind of grip it easy. I'm gonna get some weight plates for that, and that'll be nice.
You got to kettlebell it up, dog.
Yeah, the kettlebell kind of scares me.
It seems
I don't
some of
wanna
the
drop it.
workouts are like you think it's not as bad as you think though. I feel like every time there's the ones where you like throw it up in the air, and I'm always very paranoid about that, but it's really a lot harder to fuck yourself up than you think.
And-
as long
and
as you're paying attention.
Is it easy to like get an even workout, like your left side and right side?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it, honestly. And then I love doing it's like halos where you just kind of like have it and you just bring it around like
Kind of
this.
swang that thing.
Yeah.
Just go whoo whoo, swang that thing.
Swang that thing.
I'll swang that thing.
Swang that thing.
I'll swing that thing. I lift that shit and I'll swing that thing, dude.
Yeah, I want to get some leg weights too, just to walk around.
Oh my
Just
God.
come over here with the leg weights on.
I'm gonna
drive
say-
with
yeah.
leg weights on.
That's
So
my God.
dangerous.
All right, Goku. This guy's fucking doing fucking DBZ shit. Drive with leg weights on. Take a fucking pinto bean before I hit the
God.
kettlebell.
I wish I could be on that bean, dude.
Dude, we all want to be on that bean, but I don't know
The
where to
bean
get 'em.
ain't, the bean ain't for all of us.
The bean ain't for all of us. And that's the beauty of this podcast is we make references. I don't even know if people are on board.
Sometimes I don't even know if I'm on board.
I'm not.
I mean, I'll be on board, but I may not know exactly what it means. Like I don't know if
Gene.
the bean is referring to Goku or there's another bean situation that I'm unaware of. You know what I mean?
Right.
When
right.
Zach Fox is saying like the bean kicked in, I'm like,
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
think he's referring to a sensu bean,
Yeah.
but it could also be something that's out of my element. And part of me loves that.
And it is both, always.
I still don't know what bussin' means, and I say it all the fucking time.
Bussin'. That shit bussin'.
Bussin'. I don't know what yes hunty means.
Slay the house down, mama.
Yeah, that's flames.
That's flames. As Matthew McConaughey's mother always says, if you like it and you understand it, it's yours.
I love that, dude. So when I read that part about him plagiarizing the poem, I was like, that's fucking wild.
When
dude.
I was listening to the audiobook, Matthew McConaughey reads this poem and he's like, if ever there was anything left to do, I'd just want to sit here and be with you. Matthew McConaughey. Wink, wink. And I was like, this motherfucker's reading his own poems. And then later he goes on to tell the story about how he plagiarized that poem. And I was like, this motherfucker got me,
yeah,
dude.
dude.
Damn.
It's like the Michael Scott thing where it's like the quote,
Wayne
the person who
Wayne
said the
Gretzky,
quote,
Michael Scott.
Michael Scott, yeah. It's like, all right,
Like, damn, Matthew.
it's my guy right there, dude.
I love that. That's a good, cool shit. When somebody, he knows how he's coming across, and instead of trying to, what's the word when you just kind of, to pander
Mm-hmm.
to the general taste, just doubles down and says, I know, motherfucker, and watch me win you over. you
Yes.
know?
Well, I want to say he's very lucky too that he grew up in the time he did, because if any of us tried that shit, they would just type it into Google and be like, you stole this poem, and we would fail whatever it was.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, part of me is like, damn, if I went to high school in the 70s, I could have cheated on
Dude,
so
legit.
so many papers.
That's fucked up. Yeah, now you can just Google shit,
Yeah, I remember in ninth grade, ninth grade to 11th grade, I had the same English teacher in ninth grade and then senior year, actually. I mean, and the change in my writing was so much better senior year
Mhm.
that she thought I was plagiarizing. She told me, she's like, for this first paper you did, I straight up thought you stole it because
What was the jump? What changed?
I-
What changed with him?
I don't know what happened, but something happened from like early high school to junior year where I think I just got a little bit smarter. And I
feel
don't
like
know
you've talked-
why.
I feel like you've talked about this before.
I think I have.
Wait,
I think
weird.
I have.
You kind of wish you could go back sometimes.
Well, because I don't understand what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like reading probably going from being like an early middle school writing something in like ninth grade to actually writing like a senior year high school person should. And she was like,
wow.
yeah, you were just dumb, I guess, before, but now you're fine.
When
so
was the
it's
first time you smoked weed?
good. Is this what you're
This is
thinking?
my stoned Blake theory.
I think 8th grade.
I see.
Yeah.
Delayed effect.
Yeah. I didn't finish my puberty till later because of weed.
That's interesting, though.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when you lost your purity. Everybody goes kind of through that phase where you're like, oh, shit. I guess I'm next tier.
I'm tainted.
Yeah,
Tainted in a good way.
I'm tainted.
Tainted by the fruit of another.
It's like, do you want to be the smartest dumb guy or the dumbest smart guy? Which would you rather be?
Haven't we established that I'm the smartest dumb guy?
I don't know if we established that, but I like it.
I'm pretty sure that's where we're at, honestly. Sometimes, I can confidently say it feels that way. I know that outwardly people can't say it, they can think it,
Yeah.
but I know.
Exactly. Dude, you're Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
Like, I know how I come across. I feel like the smartest dumb guy.
But isn't technically, if you're in the tier of smartest dumb guy,
Doesn't make you dumbest smart guy.
yeah, make you dumbest smart guy?
You'd think, but I'm redlining, pushing that ceiling, dude. Trying to be dumbest smart guy. No, I'm just like, the second I stop, it's just whoosh back down to the fucking, you know what I mean?
Well, you seem like someone who, like, you would have been like all my friends after they took like their SATs or something and been like, oh, got like a 1400, and I'm sitting there with like a 1050 or something, and they're all like, yeah, like I hope I can do better, and I'm like, fuck yeah. They're like, what'd you get? I'm like, I gotta lie because I'm just so bad at these tests.
What did you get?
I don't even remember. I probably banished it from my memory, but it was definitely like slightly below average. I'm just not good at those tests, though. I don't know if that's necessarily the best indicator of intelligence.
I don't think so. I mean, I didn't even take that test. So
Really?
no, I took the ACT.
What'd you get on the ACT?
Got 28,
Okay,
or maybe a 29, but probably 28.
I think I got lower 20s on that. I don't know, but I don't know. I've accepted it. It's fine. I'm always curious for more knowledge, though.
Right, exactly. I think
So-
that's the key. I mean,
I think what gives me the clue that I'm the smartest dumb guy is I can't debate well.
right, exactly.
And I know you could do
I
a
don't
good
know.
debate.
I've
seen you in a debate like setting, and you've held your own.
Well, that's good.
I can't do that though. I don't know. Maybe that's not
Does it
necessarily the
ruin me,
best
though?
indicator.
Like sometimes it gives me, it definitely waxes and wanes.
The debate factor or the intelligence factor?
But yeah, both.
Both.
I think when I'm like peak smart dummy,
Mm-hmm.
I can kind of get in there and maybe do a debate. Otherwise, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking this is gonna ruin me. Like, I'll just be anxious about it. I'll be like,
Yeah.
this did not come across correctly.
Yeah. That's another thing, but
It's got to be some sort of skill that we just don't have yet, because I think about that with the podcast. I'm still surprised every time I talk to somebody and I try to express an idea and then they get it. You know what I mean? I'm like, wow.
Yeah. I feel like you've always been pretty good at that, though. You can explain things pretty clearly
That's good.
most of the time. I feel like, I don't know, whenever we're in a setting where it's like maybe 3 people going off,
Mhm.
and I'm there, you're there, someone else is there, and you guys are going off about like something wild, I can occasionally jump in with something.
Yeah. But otherwise
But-
you're just like, I'm not.
Yeah. And maybe that's an acid thing. I don't know. Maybe that's a uric acid thing.
Maybe it's a uric
or,
acid
or
thing.
an acid thing, and my brain can't go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can do it with 2. I can do it when it's you and me,
Yeah.
or me and somebody else.
Yeah.
But if there's 3 involved, it's harder for me.
You're out.
4 is good. 3 is hard for me, though. I'm bad at explaining it, so I can't even think about it.
The thing is, like, I like when there's 3, The thing that's nice about 3 is that you can kind of check out of the conversation for a bit sometimes.
Yeah, but then I'm like, but then you get self-conscious and you're like, dude,
Yeah.
is it noticed that I'm checking out of this conversation?
Maybe, I don't know. I just check out and then I just come back in when I hear something
Yeah.
and I'm like, but what about?
Yeah. Well, I think I've gotten better at accepting, if you don't really have anything to add, just be silent and it's fine,
Yeah, for sure.
which is totally fine.
It is totally fine. I distinctly have a memory of going to my first college class at Columbia, and it was like freshman studies or whatever orientation that like freshman class they make you take. Freshman, we went to the same college. Freshman
seminar or
seminar.
first year seminar.
First year seminar, something like that, where I don't even know what you do in that class. It's just a class,
So stupid.
and you just discuss. You just like learn about art. I don't know. You just talk.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
I feel like they would just get a random teacher who taught something else to teach that class.
It was so random.
I think it was first year seminar.
First year seminar sounds right. And I remember having an opinion. I don't even remember what it was, but I just remember like walking in day one, had my hot coffee. It's black, I'm smoking ciggies. I'm like, dude, I'm the shit. And I just have an opinion. And then like, somebody kind of debates me on that opinion. And then afterwards, I'm like, I'm just never going to speak up again.
yeah. Last time I talked in class.
I'm like, yeah, you know what? Honestly, I'm annoyed at what I did in there.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
I don't need to be doing all that.
I'm done drinking black coffee.
Yeah, that's where people get made. That's where some people like that, and they become political commentators. And
it's the bracket system, dude.
Yeah,
it's like it was the beginning of the fight.
Yeah,
and you lost, and they went on, and you were like, that's not gonna be for me.
Yeah. Just the fact that there was more conflict than I was expecting, I was just kind of like,
yeah.
Who cares?
This isn't worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I always get so shy in those classes. I don't know why. If I don't have like a homie in those classes, that's just not my personality to speak out. I don't know why.
I know.
And it's even worse when they're like, you're graded on how much you speak out, because I'm like, fuck. All right, well, every class you're like, I gotta make 1 point.
Oh yeah. If you don't participate, that's it's like points off. It's like, dude.
Yeah, it's like, man, I'm sorry I'm shy, but this motherfucker always talks, and I can't get a word in edgewise.
Yeah, this motherfucker he's born to talk.
He's always saying shit.
I'm scared of them.
I'm scared of them, man. I don't know what to say. What can I say that they haven't already said?
Right, they're fucking better than me.
Just gonna shake my head in agreement.
Did you do what was the speech class? Oral communication.
Oral expression.
Oral expression, dude.
Expressing yourself orally. Yeah, I did that. I had Ross in there though, so that was fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I didn't have any homies in there.
He just drew the whole time basically and aced it and was fine.
Shit, man.
Yeah. I was like, I gotta get this. I gotta get this A.
I had a crush on a girl in there. And so it was pretty traumatizing when I had to go up and like tell stories.
I had a crush on a girl in mine too.
Wow.
Yeah. And I felt the same way. I was like, I got to nail this. And I also got to make myself a lot funnier in here.
Right. Exactly. And I got to start dressing well on the way.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was like, I got to borrow a shirt from Ross. So
Did anything ever happen with them?
No. I tried to, there was one time when I tried to like talk to her after class.
Wow.
And I think I was like, all right, I'm going to try this again. And it was very clear that like she was trying to get out of there and not talk with me. And I was like,
oh my God.
All right. Message received.
Message received.
Not the vibe. That's fine.
Yeah. And then you're going to see her at a party or something. And it's like,
yeah. I think we had like a project where everybody had to like add each other on Facebook or something. And I tried to maybe like DM her once to just like say what's up. And like conversation didn't go anywhere. And I was like, all right, this ain't happening.
Wow.
Yeah. And luckily I'm not an incel.
Did you do that homework?
That was fucking crazy today in speech, what you said.
You know what's funny though? And it's kind of why I asked you if it worked out, because
how'd it work out for you?
It worked out.
It worked out for you. I yin yang, you yang.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What year was this for you?
Like 2012, 2013?
Yeah, speech is one of those classes you're like, I'll take it later.
Yeah, exactly. You push it off and then you're in there with.
Yeah. I think her move was like Facebook messaging me about some homework. And that's when I was like, I knew. I was like,
it's on.
Wow. And that's, it sounds braggadocious. That's like the only time that's ever happened to me.
Dude, it sounds like you communicated effectively in that class. You orally communicated what you needed.
My stories weren't great. He was the kind of speech teacher that was like, and you know who was really a good public speaker? Hitler.
You said Hitler?
Yes, he said Hitler.
I was joking.
Hitler. We watched Hitler's speeches, dude.
Oh, come on. There's so many. I mean, yeah, he was a good speaker, but there's other examples, dude.
Yeah.
Other people that didn't kill. You know who was a bad public speaker? Stalin.
Putin. Yeah, he was a Hitler guy. But he was an upstanding guy. I mean, nothing he said was wrong.
Hitler?
He was a good public speaker.
Oh, okay. You're talking about your teacher was upstanding guy.
Oh, no. I don't like Hitler like that.
I don't either. I gotta pee, dude.
All right. Get in there. Yeah. I'm checking on the Twitter.
Bathroom always smells so good.
Thank you. That's the smell of my shit.
Lucky man. Hitler.
Give me something that we can leave them on. Something nice. A little trajectory. We need one little splurt.
Kind of wish we could talk about the pee therapy that we were doing.
Oh my god, dude.
Maybe that's another time, because it's a whole thing.
That's a whole thing.
Just repeat the whole the thing again.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. So something new. Get something new.
Oh, fuck. Is this a story situation right now?
Yeah, it is. You want me to start?
No, I can start.
Okay. From the depths of horror, we improvise.
The leaves jangled in the wind.
Jingle, jangle, to and fro.
The wind swept up the dirt in the evening tide, and and a man saw the dust cloud rise.
William, whenever he saw the dust clouds rise, felt something inside, something that made him feel less like a guy and more like a boy. It brought him back to a time when he was not William, but Billy.
The dust cloud reminded him of, as we've dictated, his past when he was Billy. And when he was Billy, he was friends with a boy shaped from a dust cloud.
Dustin was no ordinary dust cloud. He was smarter than most.
Dustin knew every state and how to spell each state in the United States, which was then 48 states. He could spell them all backwards.
And with this intelligence, he managed to win every regional competition, every statewide competition, until he made it to the United stage, the biggest stage in the United States.
Billy was his study partner. Billy helped Dustin study for all of his exams and all of his tests, but he started to get jealous.
Dustin was the life of the party wherever he went. Skirts would just fly, hair blowing in the wind. Everybody just felt a different kind of air around Dustin, and Billy always envied that.
And at the after party for the United States stage competition, in which Dustin named 47 out of the 48 states forward and backward, winning first prize, a problem occurred.
Brenda, the eye of Billy's affection, a girl he had been waiting since the 5th grade to ask out on a hand-holding session, said, Billy, oh, Billy, you did such a good job, but would you introduce me to Dustin?
His teeth chattered with anger. He passively introduced Brenda to Dustin. Passive-aggressively.
Dustin immediately took control and made Brenda blush in a way that Billy could only ever dream of.
He could tell immediately right then and there that Dustin had stolen his one and true Brenda.
But there's still hope for me yet, he thought. We are going to another after party. After this, the after party, and I am Brenda's ride.
So he gathered up a mason jar that he found, and while Dustin was distracted, put the entire cloud of Dustin's entity form into the mason jar and sealed it up.
This was the beginning of a movement that rippled throughout time that we now know today as the Freemasons.
And also Dust Bowl.
And the Dust Bowl. That's my sentence.
And as he went to the party, she wondered where Dustin was. Little did Brenda know, Billy had buried Dustin in the mason jar in the same spot he was standing in the future. And this dust cloud that we started the story with, where William remembered he was Billy, was Dustin aged.
In the middle of a daydream, Billy felt something pierce the bottom of his foot. Billy looked down and saw the foot of William, dripping in blood, with a mason jar shard of glass impaling the underside, the soft side of his foot. Damn it. This is the last time I walk barefoot in the desert, he thought.
Now, Dustin was free from the mason jar. Billy, in the future, with William. Dustin poured into both boys and man, and both Billy and William became one, dead entity.
Dustin jettisoned into William's mouth, which was agape, in surprise, and said, "Remember me, motherfucker?" Filling him up like a balloon, rising from the depths of horror, he came up until he floated into the sky and came to terms with one thing.
This scene was the exact scene in The Mummy when he opened his mouth and the bugs flew out, but played in reverse.
That's when he sprouted wings and was now, technically, the ruler of
Mothy.
the bug kingdom.
The Bothy
Mothy. The Bothy
The
Mothy.
Bothy Mothy. Dothy.
I'm the Both Moth.
I feel like that would be a good short story. A guy who's friends with a dust cloud
Yeah.
growing up, gets jealous, puts the guy in a mason jar, buries him.
Yeah.
Somehow the jar breaks, and then the dust cloud gets revenge on Billy William in the future.
Exactly. It's always a good core story.
Yeah, it's
That was
good.
nice.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. We got to get back to it. Yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. We'll see you on the other side. Next time I'll have a haircut for you.
Let's go.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I got nothing to say, yeah, I'm just loving the way you're looking over here. Come over here and tell me your name. I could tell by the sound, yeah, when you open your mouth. I hear my new favorite melody, hey, we should both run away.